Another talk basically on design, permaculture design. Here is my toilet. Now I didn't arbitrarily put this, and I don't worry about zones. I understand zones, but I don't fixate on them and really worry about it so much. Why? Because, you know, maybe on the zone I would put this somewhere else, but to me this was the most logical place. Why? One is it's kind of out of the corner, it's in the corner, it's out of the way, it's shaded, right? There's trees, so there's coolness here, right? It's not going to get baked. The second thing is it's in proximity to where the compost is going to go. These are my compost piling. The third thing is I've got water here to wash hands, right? So I have water, you know, I have the toilet, and I'm going to cover this, and I have it in proximity to the compost. Now, does this have anything to do with zones? No. It has everything to do with logic, common sense, and dealing with, you know, the problem at hand. I understand zones. I don't worry about them too much, because ultimately I am 5 kilometers from my home. So in essence, if you're designing around your home, there is no zone. You could argue that that's zone 1, the greenhouse, but you know what? I spend more time in my garden. So is this zone 1, right? So the problem with zones is really it's arbitrary, and it's ultimately up to you to decide which is zone 1, which isn't. In the wintertime, this is probably zone 1 because I'm in it more. But in the summertime, this is zone 1 because I'm in it more. So, you know, zones. What the fuck are they? Well, they're an idea for you to use and to understand, but then to forget and design based on the needs of your own farm. Okay, you know, maybe some argue, why didn't you have the toilet close to zone 1 over there? Well, I don't think that's the right design choice because I don't have water, right, so much over there. So anyway, so you tell me, zones, no zones. Permaculture isn't about zones. I argue it isn't even about design so much. It's about one, helping the planet. Are you helping the planet? Yes, I'm helping the planet. B, helping the living systems. Are you helping the living systems? Yes, I'm helping the soil. I'm helping the bees over here. You know, I'm helping people to come here and pick and learn about nature and pick their own food. And 3, sharing. Are you sharing? Yes, I'm sharing you my vision of permaculture. I'm sharing with you my farm, my systems of setting up, my design. It's ultimately up to you what you choose to do with these and with this knowledge, but I'm doing my part in permaculture, and that is sharing. My name is Michael Trout. I look goofy because I have my helmet on because I ride a scooter. And to me, that's also permaculture. You know, when I fill up this scooter, basically I spend about $4. When I fill up my car, I spend $40. I get the same gas mileage. So which is more permaculture? Riding that free scooter that I got when I bought my car. I was like, hey, you got that scooter there. Oh, I don't want it. I said, well, do you want to sell it? No, you can just have it. It didn't work. I did spend about, you know, about $400 getting it to work, but it's still cheaper than, I couldn't buy a used scooter for $400 and put on new tires because that was important, cleaned out the carburetor, that was important. So it runs. I've wrecked it, but who cares? I duct taped it up. But to me, riding a scooter is permaculture. Why? Because I'm giving the finger to gas companies that normally would be taking $40, and now they're only taking $4. Imagine if 1 million people started riding scooters in America out of 100 and, you know, the 400 million. If just 1 million more would just say fuck the oil companies and start riding a used scooter. I didn't buy a new scooter. Why do I need to buy a new scooter? This scooter is about my age. It's about a 40-year-old scooter, right? Buy a used scooter. It's permaculture. So this is my vision of permaculture, and I'm bringing something called Perma Revolution. So I hope you join me with Perma Revolution. I have a group called Perma Revolution. If you go to permarevolution.com, you'll see a group. I don't know if you can get invited, but you can just basically send me an email at mike@foundups.com, not Mike, MJT or trout@foundups.com, and I'll invite you. We're going to change permaculture, and we're going to make it accessible to all, not just the few who can afford permaculture design courses.